Before independence has even settled in, Nigeria decided to prove something to itself, that it could take one of Africa's great rivers and turn it into light for the whole nation. That proof took 4 years, 250,000 tons of cement, and a lake the size of a small country. Construction on the Kainji Dam began in 1964, just 4 years after independence, on the Niger River in what is now known as Niger State. It was an enormous undertaking for a young nation, designed and engineered by Italian, British and Dutch firms. Using more than 250,000 tons of cement and 25,000 tons of steel at a cost roughly $209 million, a staggering sum at that time. The dam stretches nearly 10 kilometers when you include the full length, with a central concrete section rising 65 meters to house the turbines. When it was commissioned in 1968, Kainji became Nigeria's first large-scale hydroelectric power station, and it did more than generate electricity. It improved navigation along the Niger, supported irrigation and fishing, and helped control flooding downstream. Building it required real sacrifice. Around 50,000 people were resettled as the reservoir, Kainji Lake, filled in behind the dam, one of the largest resettlement efforts Nigeria had ever undertaken. With new towns and about 128 villages built to receive displaced communities, it was a very heavy cost, and one the country doesn't often revisit when it tells the story. But it is part of what made that achievement possible. At the time, Kainji was seen as more than an engineering project. It was a statement that a newly independent Nigeria could plan, finance, and execute large-scale industrial infrastructure on its own terms. Kainji still powers Nigeria's cities today and still sells electricity across the border into Niger, 6 decades after a country barely out of colonial rule decided it was capable of building something this ambitious. It remains a reminder that some of Nigeria's boldest infrastructure was imagined not by a wealthy, established nation, but by a young one still finding its footing and choosing to build anyway. This has been from the archives, because the seeds of tomorrow are often planted in the stories of our past.